Example 2, we want to add two rational expressions again. So now we need to think about what we want our common denominator to be. In our last example, we just multiplied by the other term's denominator. But here, what we have in common is both terms already have a 3x plus 1. This fraction's denominator is x minus 5 times 3x plus 1. So what do you think our common denominator is going to be? Hopefully you recognize that the denominator we have here is going to be our common denominator. All we are going to need to do is multiply this fraction by giant 1 with x minus 5 over x minus 5, and we will not need to make any changes to this fraction. So I'm going to go ahead and show that on here, that I'm going to multiply this fraction by x minus 5 over x minus 5. So the original is x over 3x plus 1. I want to multiply that by x minus 5 over x minus 5. And then we are going to add that with 2x squared minus 2 over x minus 5 times 3x plus 1. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and simplify this first term here. So x times x minus 5 is going to give me x squared minus 5x over x minus 5 times 3x plus 1. And we are going to add that with all of this. Now I have like denominators. My denominators are x minus 5 times 3x plus 1. I can go ahead and add my numerator. So I have x squared minus 5x plus 2x squared minus 2. So combining like terms, I have an x squared here and a 2x squared. That gives me 3x squareds. Negative 5x and no other x term, so minus 5x. And minus 2. X minus 5 times 3x plus 1. Now I need to see if I can reduce this any further. The numerator is not written as a product. So I'm going to go ahead and factor 3x squared minus 5x minus 2 to rewrite it as a product to see if I can reduce any factors that appear in both my numerator and my denominator. So to factor, we use box and diamond. Three x squared, negative 2, negative 5x, and negative 6x squared. So I am now wondering what multiplies to negative 6x squared and adds to negative 5x. That would be -6 and +1. So I'll add these here. You know that this is going to be a 3x, x, 1, and -2. So now when I look at this, I have 3x plus 1 times x minus 2 all over x minus 5 times 3x plus 1. So hopefully you remember from Monday, right? I have 3x plus 1 over 3x plus 1, which is equivalent to 1, which is just going to leave me with x minus 2 over x minus 5. Cannot simplify that any further. I cannot write these as products.